So, you ever walk into a room and just know someone noticed you? Not because you were loud or flashy, but because something about you held their attention. You didn't even have to try, right? That's what we're diving into today. There are things, subtle, powerful things, you might already be doing that make you irresistibly attractive to women without even realizing it. And no, this isn't about six-pack abs or driving a sports car. This is deeper. This is psychology. This is what makes someone magnetic. And if you're seeing these signs already, you're way ahead of the game. So grab your coffee, settle in, because we're about to uncover what makes a man not just liked, not just wanted, but unforgettable. You ever been around someone who's just calm? Like, nothing rattles them. They don't brag. They don't chase. They're just grounded. That energy? That's attractive as hell. When you show up like that, like you've already got everything under control, even when life is chaotic, people feel it. And women? They pick up on that immediately. It's this quiet confidence, the kind that doesn't need validation. You're not performing. You're not trying to convince anyone that you're worth their time. You just are. That alone, that makes you stand out, because most people are trying way too hard. They're faking it, hoping no one notices the insecurity underneath. But you're different. You're relaxed. You're self-aware. And when you walk into a room, your presence speaks louder than your words. Now here's the thing most guys overlook: your ability to listen. Not just hear someone speak, but actually listen. When you lock eyes with someone, when you let them finish their thoughts without jumping in, when you show that you're actually there with them, you're doing something incredibly rare. You're creating space for connection. And women, they notice that. They feel it. It's not about what you say. It's about how you make them feel. You don't need to have the perfect comeback. You don't need a script. Just be present. Be curious. Make them feel heard, seen, and understood. That's what makes you unforgettable. Let's talk about the way you carry yourself. Your posture, your tone, your eye contact. It all tells a story before you even open your mouth. Ever notice how some people walk into a room and you just know there's someone to watch? It's not arrogance, it's assurance. You're not slouched over, you're not shifting nervously. You move with purpose. You speak with intention. You don't try to fill silence with noise. That kind of presence doesn't just happen. It's the result of knowing who you are, and more importantly, being okay with it. And get this: when a woman sees a man who's at peace with himself, who doesn't need to be the loudest in the room, she's drawn to him. Not because he's flashy, but because he's real. That's the kind of man who's irresistible, not in a shallow, surface-level way, but in a lasting, meaningful way. Authenticity is a buzzword these days, but let me tell you something real. People can sense when you're faking, and women? They have a radar for that. But when you're honest, when you show up exactly as you are, flaws and all, that's when the magic happens. Think about it. Confidence doesn't come from pretending to be perfect. It comes from owning your imperfections, from saying, yeah, I've made mistakes, I've messed up, but I've learned, I've grown. That kind of honesty, it's rare and it's powerful. Because when you're honest with yourself, it gives others permission to do the same. And that creates connection. Real, deep emotional connection. And trust me, when a woman feels emotionally connected to you, physical attraction becomes a whole different experience. Here's something else that might surprise you: your ambition. Not necessarily what you've achieved, but the fact that you're striving for something, that you have direction, vision, purpose. Women are drawn to men who are building something, whether it's a business, a passion project, or just a better version of themselves. It's not about the money or the title. It's about energy, drive, focus. That kind of man, he's exciting to be around Because he's not stagnant. He's evolving. He's curious. He's alive. And that energy is magnetic. It makes people want to be around you, to be part of your story. And that includes women who are looking for more than just a good time. They're looking for depth, for a man with momentum. Now let's go deeper. Emotional intelligence. This is the game changer. A man who understands emotions, his own and others, is on another level. You're not afraid of vulnerability. You're not running from uncomfortable conversations. You lean in. You ask questions. You care. And I'm not talking about being overly sensitive or constantly analyzing every little thing. I'm talking about having the emotional range to say, I hear you. That makes sense. Tell me more. That's strength. That's maturity. That's leadership. When a woman senses that from you, it's over. Because most guys, they shut down. They avoid. But you show up. You connect. You're not afraid to feel. And in today's world, that makes you stand out like never before. Let's talk about your values. The things you stand for. What you believe in. The way you treat people when no one's watching. That's what defines your character. And trust me, that's what leaves a lasting impression. It's not about trying to be perfect. It's about being consistent. If you're kind, be kind. If you respect people, show it. If you have standards, hold them. That integrity, it builds trust. And trust is the foundation of attraction. You don't have to impress anyone when you live by your values. You just have to be them. And when a woman sees that, she knows she can relax. She knows she's not stepping into drama. She knows she's safe. And in that safety, attraction grows. Strong, fast, deep. So maybe you're watching this thinking, I've already been doing these things. I just never thought much about it. That's the beauty of it. True attraction isn't about performance. It's about alignment. It's about who you are when no one's looking. It's the calm in your voice, the steadiness in your gaze, the curiosity in your questions. It's how you show up every single day. If you're already seeing these signs in your life, if women are drawn to you, if conversations feel effortless, if people tell you you're easy to talk to, then yeah, you're already more attractive than you realize. And if you're not there yet, that's okay. You're not behind. You're becoming. Every day is a new chance to step into your full self, to build that presence, to become the man who doesn't chase, doesn't brag, doesn't need to prove. Because that man, he doesn't need to find attention. It finds him. So take a breath, stay grounded, and keep becoming. Because when you truly step into who you are, there's nothing more attractive than that.